it's just not enough to show up. Yes, you show up on time, yes, but the people who get promoted are those who bring value. The people who get promoted are those who bring new business, bring new products to the business. So these are the people who go further in the business. So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. So today I want to talk about the 5 career lessons that I've been learning in my 20s. So welcome. So lesson number 1, don't do the same thing and expect different results. And this goes into all aspects of your work life. You can't be doing the same things and wondering if you're not getting the results you want. You have to ask yourself that question: what is it I'm doing wrong? Let's take an example of a job application. Say you're looking for a new job and you've been applying every day for a job and you're not even getting responses. You have to ask yourself, what is it that I'm doing wrong in this whole application process? I remember I watched a YouTube video and it was like some of these jobs like now that technology is so advanced, there is artificial intelligence and whatnot. You see a job on the internet and then you apply and you use your standard format cover letter and you wonder why you're not picked. Maybe you're qualified, but then again, when the job was posted, there was duties and responsibilities. You have to be able to restructure your cover letter so that it can say that, okay, there's this duty here, can I do it? What are examples in the past that I've done such a duty? Because in the end of the day, your application most of the time is not going to be read firsthand by a person. It's going to be read first by a system, and the system is going to pick up some keywords that were present in the job in the job description, and if you missed because you are just using your standard cover letter, then you're most likely not going to be picked. I think I watched a video by Karen and she was talking something like that. So I think at the end of the day, don't do the same thing and expect different results. If you're applying for a job or what, look at the job description, think about how your past experiences or your qualification match, and respond to that job application using their job description. Like say that, okay, maybe they want an analyst to do this, this and this. Say I've been an analyst in my past organization, I've done this and this and this, and then hopefully you're going to be at least to pass through that round, maybe the first round of application or whatnot. Lesson number 2 is about your social media profile. What does it say about you? Especially your LinkedIn profile. What does it say about you? Nowadays, there are recruiters are on LinkedIn. Maybe your future employer is on LinkedIn or what. So it's really important to be able to update your profile. I mean, your profile has to say something that you want to be conveyed about you. So I remember one of my previous bosses was telling me, happy right now in your career, because you're not there yet. So any small achievement that you get, you have to shout it out. So like, don't ignore the small facts. And she was telling me and I also noticed, like, one day when you're a billionaire, you don't even need to say that this is what you've qualified, this is what you've done in the past or what. If you're a billionaire, everyone will know you. But then again, when you're here in the law, when you're still low, I mean, wherever you've done in your career, whatever small achievement, just scream it loud. Say I've done this. Like myself, I'm a CFH holder. Say it so that people know that this is what you've achieved. This is whatever, whether it is small or big, just say it so that you never know what opportunity might come because someone knew that, okay, you've done this and this and this. So most of the time, the people who accomplish a lot, sometimes they've not really done a lot, but they have been able to say that this is what I've done, this is what I've done, this is what I've done. So you should be more vocal about it, whether it is in your profile, your LinkedIn profile. Say it. I mean, this is what you've done. These are your qualifications. If there are any reports you're writing, publish them on your LinkedIn profile, whatever. Recruiters are looking for people on LinkedIn, so, and it is competitive, so you must be able to say what it is you've achieved. Lesson number 3 that I've been learning in my career is that it's not important to just show up in the office. You have to know what value you bring to the organization. So this is something that it's always on the back of my mind. I'm currently working on that. What value is it I'm bringing to the organization? It's just not enough to show up. Yes, you show up on time, yes, but the people who get promoted are those who bring value. The people who get promoted are those who bring new business, bring new products to the business. So these are the people who go further in the business. So I'm always thinking about what value is it that I can bring to the organization. So I think I was reading, was it the second book by Smart Money Rees, the Smart Money Movement or Tribe? Don't remember the name. Maybe I'll put a picture of the book here. And she was talking about, okay, in your career, okay, most of us get to work early, and it's not necessarily just because you want to be early, but probably we live far. So the only way you can get to work early is by leaving your house early. But most of the time, it's not enough to just get early. Yes, get early, but also know what value you're bringing to the organization. How can you leverage your knowledge, your skills, whatever you have, so that your organization can achieve your goals. So it's always important to think about the value we can bring to organization. Lesson number 4 that I've been learning in my career is the importance of your networks. Who do you know, and how can you use your networks? How can you leverage your networks so that you can achieve some certain goals or your organization goals? Let's say you're applying for a job and maybe they have posted like there's this opportunity here. Yes, you can send your CV and do the application, but you would never know. You can also tell a person that you know that works in that organization, like, hi, I've applied for this job, and whatever, they can even speak a good word about you to maybe the hiring manager or what, you never know. But if you have someone you know, use your networks wherever and whenever you can. And on the same case, if you're applying for a job, who do you know in organizations that you want to work? It's best to let them know that, yo, I'm looking for a job here, in case they know, because sometimes maybe jobs become vacant and there is a time frame between them posting and what. You can just let them know by them, I'm looking for a job. In case of anything, they'll always remember that you told them you're looking for a job, and if there's an opportunity for you, they might speak a good word. So, and in the same case, maybe you're looking for new business for the company. Who do you know in that organization that can bring in the business? How can you leverage that opportunity? Maybe you can just sit down and start building a relationship that may benefit your company. And lesson number 5 that I've been learning is that sometimes you have to be willing to go down in order to go up. Sometimes you might find yourself in a position where you're not growing. Maybe it's not challenging enough. You have to be willing to seek maybe industries or industries that are growing, so that you can grow. I was even reading in Shelley Sandberg's LinkedIn, and she was saying at the time when she was accepting the opportunity for Facebook to be the COO, Facebook was this young company, and at the time everyone was just surprised that, okay, why are you accepting this lower role? It looked a bit lower. You could have been CEO of other companies. But then again, if you look at growth opportunities, if you look at growth opportunities, sometimes you might be better off just taking going low, maybe taking something that is low, because maybe there's opportunities there's opportunities to grow your career, and in the long run, after 5-10 years, you might find that you have even grown. But if you'd stayed in that position where you're higher up but you're not growing, or you'd gone to somewhere where there are no opportunities to grow, you might find that maybe after 5-10 years, you are just there, you're not doing anything, but your other person who went for a lower job is now all the way up. One bonus point that I would have is the importance of the compound effect. I read this book on the compound effect, and it says that every little thing that you do magnifies in the end. So let's say you've decided to be slacking at work. So every day you slack for 10 minutes or an hour that you're not doing anything. In the end, it all adds up. You find that you've not done something, you've not accomplished your goals for that quarter or for a year. So every little thing that you do comes to add up in the end. So you might think that, okay, if I was 15 minutes here today, it's not a lot, it's just 15 minutes. But if you was 15 minutes every day for a year, you're going to be worse off. Or even maybe in job applications. Sometimes we're in the process of, you find that you're applying for jobs, but you think that you're applying for jobs, but if you go and look at your sent items, you probably just applied for maybe 3 jobs in the last quarter. Maybe you're just spending so much time in between an application. But let's say you decide, you set a goal that every week I have to apply for this number of jobs. So in the end, it comes to add up. You'll find that you've applied for so many opportunities, and instead of just applying for 10, and even the probability of just being called for 1 is low, but if you'd applied for, say, 50, say 60 jobs, most likely one of them will come back to you. So the importance of compound interest. Every small thing that you do consistently adds up. If you've been slacking on your job for 1 hour every day, in the end, after 1 year, that 1 hour will come to show that, okay, you've been slacking for 1 hour and these are your results. But if you've been wanting to achieve more, you've been working hard, in the end you'll come to discover that your efforts paid off. So that's all for today. What other tips do you guys have if someone is looking to grow in their career? Please list them in the comment section down below. If you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.